What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the AI-only World War II run we're doing here. Maybe one of many, maybe the only one I'll do. Let's get back in time. Germany is advancing into France. Just managed to take over Paris in the last episode. Quickly advancing on their southern cities here, Lyon, and I believe down here you have Montpellier and Marseille. I would expected Italy to do way better, but they're just getting pushed in by the British. I feel like the British are gonna lose a lot of soldiers here. They lost control of the port of Genoa. Not sure if they're gonna gain control of Turin at any point soon. So that's all very disappointing stuff on the Allied side, of course. Very good stuff on the German side. I do hope Germany is going to set up a bigger front on the east towards the Russians, because as we're looking right now, the Russians might be able to, of course, invade the British quite easily here. Hungary, have you joined Axis yet? Not yet. The Germans, of course, are going to be getting some support from Romania and Hungary eventually, which means you're going to have the south controlled by these countries and the north controlled by the Germans to fight the Soviets. Meanwhile, Soviet Union, how are you doing with your border with China? I believe they made a non-aggression pact with each other, so you can see the amazing amount of Soviet soldiers retreating or actually relocating themselves on this border right here towards the Germans. The Soviets are at war with the Finnish currently. I do not see any significant advances so far into foreign territory. Hope they'll be able to capture this port up here. That would be pretty good for the Soviets. Pick up that port, lower their supply, etc., etc. Oh, the Finnish got control of Leningrad. Ouch, that must hurt for the Soviets. And Leningrad is a pain in the ass to retake, since if I can select a different country real quick, let me select Latvia. There's a river here blocking control of Leningrad, so crossing that river is going to take Soviets a lot of manpower. That's not good, man. That's not good, Stalin. Let's go back to Germany, of course. Bypass the alliance with Italy. Focus the Second Vienna Award. Second Vienna Award giving Hungary control of a piece of Romania. They also joined the Axis doing this. I believe the Soviets got control of a bit of land here, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's all claimed by Romania. So this province that used to belong to Romania went to the Soviet Union. Oh. Game! There you go. I thought the game was going to crash on me. You've half the Germans invading on Denmark here rapidly. I think they're going to be taking Copenhagen at some point. Vichy France spawned in. And this is what I'm interested about. What happened here? Did this all flip to Vichy France? I think it might have all flipped to Vichy France. Which is hilarious, because all these soldiers right here, they're gonna die. They no longer have a port in their hands. The port of Nice is captured, Genoa is captured. These soldiers will run out of supplies and will die. That's about, I would say, 400,000 soldiers that are just gonna get killed on the Allied side. Romania has been called into the war. Hungary has been called into the war. No war with the Soviets yet, of course. Only with the Allies. This is really... This is a bit of a weird mechanic this game has. With their random switching. They did retake the port of Marseille. I am so confused. This is just a clusterfuck of borders and soldiers that are all trying to either retreat back to their home country. You see the French still holding out some small pieces of land. Nationalist Spain has accepted. And here you see the Germans invading Republican Spain. Of course, trying to gain control back over Spain. Let's go check. Yeah, this is going to be a pushover for the Germans. They're going to pass these mountains initially, which is a bit annoying, the Pyrenees Mountains. But once they'll be past that, they'll just start invading Madrid and everything, and it's over. Done game for Republican Spain. However, the English are still in control of the Suez Canal, are looking powerful in Italy. I thought Tripoli would have fallen already, but they didn't. Vichy France took back Tunis there. But I do expect British forces to retake Africa pretty soon. Allied forces are way stronger here in Africa. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna last long. The Italians just don't have the soldiers here at this moment in time. And I see a lot of movement as well from the British Raj to ship over more soldiers either through the Suez Canal into Europe or onto Africa to regain control of the African peninsula here. 20, that's a full British Navy right there, 20 ships, aircraft carriers and everything. Yeah, there you go, that's a full-on German invasion. Nationalist Spain came back, pieces went to Germany. It's a bit of a clusterfuck right now at this moment. Let's switch back to Germany. I have a lot of fucking commands set up. What is this? There's only a civilian factory. There's a military factory and a dockyard. Alright. So yeah, the German Reich, it is definitely growing. They're cleaning up the last two French provinces up here. Le Havre and this province that's just part of Pas-de-Calais. This is yeah, this is just waiting for the cleanup to happen in Italy. British forces are surrounded, pouring in supply. They did take back Genoa, and they're actually tossing some more divisions on the beach here. But I don't see this going anywhere for the British. They have a nice landing, but no. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry, England. Up here we have some Australian soldiers in Denmark. Just made their landing. They appear to be retreating into this province here. Alright, they actually completely retreated back on their ships. They're like, fuck you, Denmark. Ooh, we have some United States National Guard division defending Odense, trying to make sure Germany doesn't control the harbor here. This one, the Danish Belts, is currently contested. Allies and Axis both have somewhat control. Armies, navies, and trade cannot pass. Only submarines can. So that's let's see. The Suez Canal is of course on enemy territory for the Germans' enemy. Nothing can pass, but as you see at permission type friend, so for the British they can use armies, navies, submarines, and trade through the Suez Canal. I believe we have the Panama Canal that counts as well, which is currently a neutral one. Neutral ones, I believe, only can trade. Yes, that's exactly how it works. And I'm not sure, is there any other canal in the game? Other than those two, you got the Kiel Canal. I'm not sure if that one counts. It does, Kiel Canal, and that's of course friendly to Germany. So that means even if they don't control this, the Germans can still push their ships through. "31 British divisions on land right now. Still just only controlling Genoa. I'm gonna try to get the port of La Spezia, but I'm not seeing that move anywhere. Units here are slowly pouring in supply. That's the orange bar you see right there. It's their supply, and the green bar is their morale right now. They are gonna link up this province, which is gonna resupply their units pretty soon. And now it's just a question of manpower, and British got 1.4 million and Italians have 1.85. How much should the French have? 20,000. Yeah, the French army basically has been wiped completely. Africa is a bit of a fuckfest right now. Parts Italian, parts nationalist Spanish, parts French, parts German. Belgium still owns their Congo area, which is currently under attack by some infantry divisions from Italy. Who actually is doing surprisingly good in Africa. They're making a push for Suez. They do appear to be making a push for Suez. I think the splitting of France and making parts become to Germany. These units are all trapped right now. They can't move anywhere. They have no supplies. They're cut off from the outside world. They're done for. So it's up to England to send some troops in to liberate them and try to get them back in control of supply route. But Jesus, those are a lot of German and Italian soldiers right there. Let's go back to China here. China meanwhile attacking Japan in the Vietnamese area. Laos and Vietnam, I believe this is modern day. They completely kicked the Japanese out of China. China and of course Korea and Manchuria. That's what I actually meant to say. Chinese are setting up gigantic forces into the Soviet Union. Wow. Will that happen? Will the nationalist Chinese attack the Soviet Union? Their army is on volunteer only with 5.12 million manpower. That's 1.5%, right? If they were to put it on service by requirement, they could... Wow, that's insane. Service by requirement basically boosts this up to about 40, 50 million manpower. And that's what we might know. Probably more even. Could they? 1.5, 10... No, it's gonna be like 50 million manpower. Slightly less. That's a lot of soldiers, China. That's a lot of fucking soldiers. They're only partially mobilized as well. It's not even a war economy yet. And they're this strong. Wow, China. That's so awesome to see, actually. I would like to see them go maybe communist. Maybe do something with the People's Republic here. Going for their rocket effort. Can I control... What? Can I do that? RIP. No, it's observer. I can't influence anything. So yeah, China going for the early big power in the world. I'm not sure if we're gonna see the Soviet Union fight China. China might... Is China in their own faction, I believe, right now? In the Chinese United Front. They might go to war with the Comintern. And we'll see what happens there. That would be some interesting developments taking place. Ooh, Russia. The Soviets are invading Finland. I'm not sure why they are not invading Leningrad back, retaking it. Seems a bit silly to me that they just let Leningrad be. They even have a navy docked in the port there. Oh yeah, the enemy's controlled city, but we got a navy in the port. They're slowly pushing for Helsinki. Helsinki will fall. That's not good for Finland. RIP Finland. Oh, and as I predicted, the nationalists just almost took back the entirety of Spain. Some provinces are under German control right now. Not sure if Germany's going to give that back to them. We've got an Australian unit right there in Mercia. Not sure if those guys are going to be doing anything anytime soon. They just appear to be standing there, having fun. We have a Canadian unit up here. Well, no, it's a British Raj unit. My apologies. And I believe there are more Australians that came in. Yep, the Australians definitely trying to protect Suez. They know it's really important for their faction. Soviet Union white-pieced Finland. Nothing happened. It's the most boring war ever. Actually, wait. Is that white peace? I thought the Finnish borders were there. Foreign clips. Yeah, no, they definitely took it. They took this piece. This province flipped from Finland to Soviet Union. Don't lie to me, game. I know what I'm seeing. You're a fucking liar. Yeah, Jesus. 215 divisions average on the border with Germany. Only 10 down here, though. I'm not sure what they're thinking. What does Germany have? How many divisions do you have, buddy? 34 and about 50. So you're going to push it on the south. You're going to get your ass handed to you in the north here. Danzig, it says. There's this capital star. I'm very confused over why that would be a capital star. Maybe it's the capital of the Polish resistance. I'm guessing it's that. I'm guessing it's that. I wouldn't be sure right now. Let's check the resistance map mode. Yeah, there's some resistance here. 14.4%. And a lot of resistance here towards German occupation. The occupation policy is gentle in both territories. Here there is no resistance whatsoever. But in France, people are really, really pissed off at the Germans. They're gonna sabotage constructions, intelligence to enemies, supplies will go in less efficient. It's very nice to set up your own unit here. Oh. There's no German defense on the beaches right now. England could invade today. England doesn't have an army. England's army is there. Fighting on probably the best entry point ever. And the United States, let's go to our sleeping giant here. Slowly, of course, building up their army, sending volunteers to all over the world. Having building. Oh, they are building up. They're building a lot of National Guard, armored divisions, motorized paratroopers. No Marines yet, or at least I don't see that many Marines. Marines, hello. Oh, you got one there. Cause that's definitely where you need Marines, man. Looking at Mexico like that. I would call Trump on him. Definitely trying to build up their air force. Let me check. How many aircraft do you have? 400 CAS, 340 carrier CAS, tactical bombers, fighters. Kitty Hawk you're using, right? I believe that's the Kitty Hawk. The Warhawk. Kitty Hawk is second aircraft you're using? From the top of my head. Aircraft. No, yeah. Well, the Warhawk is basically the same as the Kitty Hawk. What are you looking at, US? What is your idea of this war? Are you gonna go for the embargo Germany plan yet? Which will stop your trade. And then they will control more bases. Destroyers for bases. What does this mean? United Kingdom has to accept that. And then the United States becomes in control of Bermuda, Newfoundland, Leeward Islands, Southern Bahamas, Jamaica, and Trinidad. It's basically soldiers. Alright. Now going for Liberty ship, which grants amphibious invasion speed plus 10%. That's not bad, actually. That is not bad. Why have you not done the war bonds yet? Oh, you're not at war yet. That is sad. Rubber Reserve Company? 10 rubber in Kentucky? St. Haven? We are researching the Virginia class battleship, that is. Where are these New York classes are pretty old already. I'm not sure how many of these. They probably have a lot of them enlisted in the beginning of the war. They have their second landing craft. And they're way too much ahead for that third landing craft. Which will allow them to deploy even more soldiers on a landing. McDouglas right there trading. England, are you doing well? Or how are you doing, buddy? England is not doing bad actually. They're just trying to defend. Trying to hold off against the Italians who are succeeding up here in north, the Italians. It's their armor. Probably gonna kill the Infi there or push him back pretty hard. England does seem to have a good foothold in Italy. Still disappointed you can't find some soldiers to attack there. I believe you are strategically bombing it, yeah. Those are British bombers right there. Bombing, you don't have air superiority over Italy. You've only close air support. These are Italians, of course. Hold up. Switch to the English real quick. England. England, you wanna listen? There we go. Let me check the air mode here. They have a lot of air. They have 1800 gas. 700 fighters. I mean, I have more when I play this England. But they definitely have control over the northern French area. They have some naval bombers up here in Italy. And they're trying to get control of northwest Germany. As well as the Benelux region. Ooh, the English are drawing more invasion lines to Italy right here. Going around, probably gonna hit Trieste around down here. Gonna try to encircle the Italian force in the back. This is not going back pretty bad for the English. The only thing they need to avoid is to overextend their borders so they get weak spots. The German panzers will be able to push straight through that and make holes, and that will just go pretty bad pretty soon. That shit goes ugly quickly. English are trying to link up their units again, trying to rescue these guys. So they got some supplies, and just trying to rescue them back to the shore where they can get supplied and put back into action. And England is really lacking it here. They used to have more control. As long as they hold on to that Suez Canal, and I just hope they're gonna push somewhere here, because it's not looking well for you, England. Not looking well for you at all. Back to Germany. I hope the Germans are gonna set up their Atlantic line now, defending themselves against an invasion on Normandy and or the US. I really hope, if Germany wants to succeed today, I really hope they don't invade the Soviets without making sure they're protected here against the British and here on the shore against the British. Yeah, I just hope the Germans will understand that if you just push it too far, they're gonna kill you. They'll come for your ass. They're gonna murder you. Where are they gonna launch these naval invasions on? Okay. Good luck with that, Germany. Turin, currently under French control. Italians are trying to push them back, but they're getting a lot of pissed off English up against them. England did cut them off. England took control of the port in Romanga, I'm not sure. And I hope they're gonna push south with a couple of units and keep the line in the north, completely cutting Italy in half right here. That is awesome. Italians do need to step up their game here. I'm very disappointed with the Italians so far. They have, of course, they have recovered a bit in Africa, making some pretty good advancements up to Suez. But I'm gonna need to see some results here, Italy. I'm gonna need you to either take Suez or kick the English out. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Hitler's almost done with his naval rearmament. Are you gonna demand Slovenia after that? I think he might demand Slovenia. I need it not. What did you do? Naval effort. Jesus Christ. Go away with your naval effort. Let's go back to England. That's Italy. I don't like how that works. England here. England have encircled the Italians in Milan as of right now. Italians are getting pushed back pretty hard there. I want England to step up a bit more as well by either sending more units there to attack the south and push for Rome, or by at least finishing off this encirclement and trying to expand these sides a bit to Trieste and into Vichy. So yeah, I mean, England did a great job invading this. I wouldn't have done that, but they did take the ballsy move and did it. The other thing, though, I would not have, as Italy, I would not have let this happen. This is very, very poor decision making on the Italian side right here. The Italians are, however, slowly advancing in Africa. I feel like they're gonna take a couple of more provinces here, and maybe up in the north here, beat this Republican army and push into Alamein and Alexandria, Cairo. Maybe push up for Iraq later on. Syria currently under control of the Vichy, though. I definitely would invade Iraq and Iran as Italy just to gain that little bit of oil. Japan, on the other hand, what are you doing, Japan? Are you having fun? I want to know if you're having fun. It's really important to me. So let's see Japan right here. Japan is it's not looking well. The units are getting encircled by the Chinese. Units are getting cut off up there. That's a dead unit right there. Yep. That one's gonna die. It's only a matter of time before these Chinese find out that crossing a river is not the best strategy. They're not winning either. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.